Brother.
How's your business?
Going on.
Brother Narain, welcome.
Thank you. They're working?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Should I go to your shop again?
Yes.
What do you have new? Anything new there?
Apakah ada sesuatu yang baru di toko Anda?
There are many things new. I think that the master visit can find many things.
Banyak hal-hal yang baru yang mungkin master akan temui di toko saya.
The cameraman will scold you. Yeah, what kind of new things in your shop?
The shop I got is all looking for
Apa yang
and educational books.
Oh yeah?
And besides that,
Anda miliki
I
dan
want a small thing for
beliau menjawab banyak buku-buku pendidikan
more expanded.
More
Kan-
expanded.
ya
Because your blessing.
buku-buku yang sifatnya akan dikembangkan.
Yes, give it to him so he can talk. Oh, give this one and what? Give me that one.
No,
Which one is
this one is for recording.
that?
For recording.
Yeah. All right, brother. So your shop has expanded, huh? And your temple has also expanded. Is that right?
Yes, with your blessings and good wishes.
Dengan berkat Anda, berkat
I've
master.
been also since last 5 years because
Selama
master have
tahun.
come in Surabaya after 4 years,
Iya.
19 days.
Dan di sini master baru
years,
pulang
19
4 years. Yeah,
Master
since
came
you came
here
the last
on
time.
1st March 1992 and again 1st March 1903. And now again Master have come on the 19th, that means after 4 years and 19 days. I have been counting all the way and very much longing and thinking
Yeah.
of your visit to Surabaya.
Menghitung,
You let him translate the rule and this.
beliau menghitung mulai master yang terakhir kali sampai sekarang sudah 4 tahun 19 hari. Jadi saking cintanya. It is because of love, that affinity between the disciple and master. So he announced here in this forum that he actually expect master to visit his shop.
But are you sure it's 4 years and 19 days?
Yes.
Not 19
First March.
days and a half or something like that?
1 month.
Okay. You remember very well. I don't really.
Yes.
Anda ingat benar, saya tidak ingat.
And also I go through the news which I receive very much regularly, and now it is published every 2 weeks. And many people who read it and they like the philosophy and the way of teaching, and there are many other general knowledge in that news. The last number I got from Master, that is 78. Only one copy for my own reading.
Give real invitation.
So also tonight, our eyes and ears are very thirsty and hungry to hear your golden voice, as well as also the teachings to encourage us for going back to our home. On behalf of the Indian community as well as
Kita
the
juga dari
disciples of Surabaya,
komunitas India,
I welcome Master in this auditorium
ada orang India di sini menyambut kedatangan
and
master
to hear the teachings of the Master.
dan mendengarkan ajaran-ajaran guru.
Also, I request if
Dan
tomorrow
saya minta
is the time, at any time, I
segala
shall
waktu
be
setiap
at the Master's service, if can give me an
Kalau Master
opportunity
bisa
to
menyelamatkan
visit my
kita
small
semua.
place.
I will think about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Akan saya pertimbangkan.
We have so many brothers and sisters and so many shops. How am I going to visit all this? Huh? Is this the only shop in Surabaya?
No, not exactly, Master.
Yeah. Is there any other shops that you want me to look?
Apakah ada toko lain yang harus dikunjungi, Master?
Well, I'm happy to see you again.
Master sangat gembira sekali bertemu dengan Anda sekalian.
God bless you.
Tuhan memberkati Anda.
I'm very sorry that I haven't been here for a long time, but
Saya minta maaf kalau Master sudah agak lama tidak datang ke Indonesia.
but sometimes the karma is not very easy to take care.
Kadang-kadang karma tidak begitu mudah untuk bisa kita jalani.
The collective karma.
Khususnya adalah karma kumpulan.
Not exactly your own karma, it's everybody. Because you remember last time, huh?
Karena Anda ingat dulu, bukan?
So anyhow, today we had the opportunity to see each other. It's good, huh? Better than nothing.
Kita hari ini bisa punya kesempatan saling bertemu muka dengan Master. Bagaimana rasanya?
If anyone came late, please let them come in, huh? Don't shut the door.
Kalau ada yang mau masuk, masih diperbolehkan masuk.
Okay, except for the shops and the temple from this big Bodhisattva, anything else? Anything expand? Our community expanded, huh? Yeah? Little, huh? And how is the vegetarian restaurant you visit? You eat? Yeah? Good business?
Apakah itu bisnis yang baik?
You earn money or not? Huh? The only thing I'm interested is you earn money or not. No, actually, we don't open the shop to focus our attention on money, right? Just to spread the peaceful way of life and also the lovely way of meditation and worship.
Di sini untuk vegetarian tempat atau restoran dibuka bukan dengan tujuan untuk mencari uang, tetapi memberikan dan melebarkan kedamaian kepada orang.
Okay, don't be too serious, huh? Smile a little.
Jangan terlalu serius dan boleh bersenyum-senyum.
Today somebody brought me new clothes, huh? Thanks a lot.
Hari ini ada orang yang memberi baju baru untuk saya. Terima kasih banyak.
You speak Chinese or no?
Yes, I speak Chinese but not too much.
Is this okay? Everybody understand Indonesian and English? Yeah?
Yes.
Somebody tell me that these kind of clothes are only for the nobles to wear. Yeah, 贵族.
Orang bilang kalau pakaian yang saya pakai ini untuk orang yang bangsawan.
Is that right?
Apakah benar?
Do I look any more noble after I wear this?
Apakah saya kelihatan lebih bangsawan setelah saya memakai ini?
Yeah. Anybody will look noble because the way you walk in this robe, you can't walk, you walk a small step like this. And you look like the royal, huh? So it's the same if we practice the inner concentration, then all of us will look also noble. Because our inner thinking, huh? Our inner vibration change. That's why we change, and everyone noticed that. Sometimes we just change outside outfit, like new clothes or different kind of clothes, and our appearance change. How much more if we change from inside? Every process of thinking and all the idea and all the way of focus, attention, everything change. Then of course we will look different. We will change. It's not the vegetarian diet that makes you more compassionate. It's not the method only that makes you noble. It's the way you devote yourself. It's the direction that you focus your new thinking and new way of life that makes you noble and became a new person.
Yes.
Okay. Because if we just learn the method, if we just eat vegetarian, and we do not change our way of thinking, then that doesn't help me. We have to know why we are vegetarian, why we practice the meditation. Then our whole body, our whole being, our whole brain cells and the cells of the body will understand the purpose. And then we change completely from inside out. The conception must be correct. And then the meditation will bear fruit. And the way of life will become exemplary of goodness, nobility, and beauty. That's why we have not focused our attention on something, some ephemeral things, just like a magical power or some kind of psychic power, because these things are able, probably able, it's in some kind of ability that we can change the situation. We can change the outer appearance of things and environment. But these are only temporary. And later, sometimes the outcome will become worse than before.
Kita tidak bertujuan untuk melatih seperti ada orang sementara orang yang mana melatih badan kita ini sehingga mempunyai keahlian atau magic yang sangat baik kelihatannya dari luar. Tapi itu bukanlah tujuan, dan itu hanya secara temporal saja dan tidak akan selama-lamanya.
Because what is the use for us if we have magical power, we have psychic power, we can change a person, for example, a sick person into a healthy person, an ugly person into a beautiful person, but inside him still rotten, inside him still sick, inside him still ugly, plagued with all kind of negative thinking of very unnoble ideal of the harmful kind of wish to other people and himself. And what is the use to us if we know, like, tomorrow what happened to us, and we try to avoid it, but just for one thing, and inside we have not changed. And next time the bad karma will also come, and we cannot continue our lives to avoid bad things, because it will happen if we do not change from inside. Because if we change inside, everything else changes.
Kuncinya adalah bila mana yang ada di dalam ini berubah, maka semuanya akan berubah. Jadi fokus adalah kepada yang ada di dalam.
Sometimes, even if we are able to manage to change our bad luck into good luck all our lives, suppose we have psychic power, we can always see the future, like tomorrow something happens. We try to avoid it by doing this and that. Maybe tomorrow we have a car accident, okay, then we stay home, we don't drive a car. Tomorrow somebody will kill us in that corner, and then we don't go that way, we go the other way. Suppose we can manage to avoid accidents and bad luck all our life, how our next life?
Seandainya kita bisa menghindari sesuatu yang jelek besok akan terjadi, apakah itu ditembak orang atau akan mendapat kecelakaan mobil, maka kita menghindari itu. Tetapi bagaimana dengan kehidupan yang berikutnya? Kita tidak seharusnya berdisiplin untuk mengarah kepada itu.
Because next life, we might not be human being again, and we might not be allowed to even use psychic power, or we might not be in a favorable circumstance in which we can exercise our knowledge of psychic power. We might be in hell already. Who's going to help you to avoid the fire of this punishment? Thus, the master since ancient times always emphasized that we walk in beauty, we walk in virtues, and we walk in truthfulness. That is the only safeguard for us. Because whatever we do affects us right away. Even if we do not understand, even if we try to deny it, even if we try to avoid it, it will come eventually. Unless you forsake everything, renounce the whole world, go into the Himalaya, sit in a cave all alone, and probably nothing will happen to you. Okay, nothing happened to you in this life, but next life you will come.
Mungkin dalam kehidupan ini tidak ada yang terjadi pada diri Anda, tapi mungkin pada kehidupan berikutnya.
Because whatever has not been washed away will be always there. Suppose you dirty your shirt, there's a fleck on it, and then you try to avoid not to look at it. Pretend that it doesn't happen. Pretend that the shirt and the fleck doesn't, the spot, black spot doesn't exist, and you just put the shirt away. You think that will disappear alone? So, the same with karma.
Sama pula dengan karma.
Even if we try to avoid the outcome of our last life's bad or good deeds, and we run away into somewhere in a cave and sit there alone, next time we have to come back and pay. Same with magical or psychic power. It can alter the situation. It can postpone the phenomena of bad luck just for a while. But it's still there and will come back later, maybe even stronger.
Sama pula dengan kekuatan magic yang kelihatannya sementara bisa menghilangkan ini atau itu, tapi akhirnya nanti dia akan kembali dan lebih dahsyat lagi.
But many of the people in this world, they love magical power. That's why they follow this and that and those kind of practice, in order to gain some psychic ability, and they think that is good. All right, so the main point of our practice is not to gain more power or to gain more money or more of possession or whatever, but to gain more awareness of ourselves. Where are we at that moment? Have we been progressed? Have we been more deeply going inward in order to recognize our real self or not, and how deep we have gone? Because the real one is the one who never changed. Doesn't matter what kind of circumstances, doesn't matter what kind of clothes we wear, or doesn't matter what kind of pressure we have. The real one is always focused. And if we rely on that real one, then we are more stable in life. We are more, I would say, placid. We do not feel too much waver when the tidal waves of life pushing us here and there, back and forth. And sometimes, the deeper we go inside, the more stable our life. And the more we realize, we really are this. We are not that one, this one, and we are not the habit that we think we are. We are not the accumulated knowledge that we think represent us. Because we are not all this. Anyhow, I think you all know this, or not? By now? I think you all know what I have been talking about by now or not?
Saya kira Anda sekalian sudah mengerti apa yang saya bicarakan.
Is that why you still continue to meditate, right? It does benefit your life.
Apakah benar itu menguntungkan hidup Anda?
You have improved.
Apakah Anda sudah bertambah baik?
You have returned to the person that you like to be.
Apakah Anda sudah kembali kepada seseorang yang Anda inginkan?
Or at least you like yourself better. Is that also?
Apakah tidak begitu?
Good.
Yes. Saya sangat gembira mendengarkan.
Because I want you to follow me. If nothing benefits your life and your family or friends,
Kalau tidak menguntungkan kepada keluarga Anda atau teman Anda tidak perlu mengikuti saya.
Actually, you should not follow me, just follow the teaching.
Sebenarnya harusnya tidak mengikuti saya, tapi mengikuti ajaran.
Because the teaching is not my teaching.
Karena ajaran itu bukan milik saya.
Teaching doesn't come from me. The teaching comes from heaven, from the truth, from the real inside. And because the master inside you accept the teaching as true, as such, because the master inside you also know, therefore you follow, therefore you continue to put it into practice, and because also in that way benefit your life, and you know it is the truth. It must benefit you somehow, huh? Otherwise you didn't see me for years, you're still here. Huh?
Tentunya sudah banyak memberikan
3 years,
keuntungan.
90 days?
4 years, 90 days.
90 days.
4 tahun 19 hari.
Some of you have seen me sometimes during retreat now and again, but some of you have never seen me during these 4 years and 19 days. And I'm glad that you still continue follow the truth and follow your own conviction, your own belief, and that you have found happiness, and improvement in your. That's a real truth secret. That's a real so-called discipleship. Discipleship doesn't mean you follow a master physically anywhere. Discipleship is mean you follow your own intuition, your own master inside, which you feel this is right, this is correct, this is true, and I shall always continue to hold on to this truth so that I don't stray to other false and harmful direction. I'm very happy that you follow yourself.
Saya sangat senang kalau Anda mengikuti diri Anda sendiri.
Follow the master is not all that beneficial. I mean, physically.
Secara fisik mengikuti master tidaklah sangat menguntungkan juga.
Because you will then just look at the personality. Huh? You don't look at the real teaching and the real inside of the master.
Karena Anda tidak melihat kepada apa sebenarnya ajaran itu, hanya melihat personalitas dan orangnya saja.
You will always, because you focus on the physical master too much. Everything the master do, you will think, oh, what's that? Oh, what's this? Is it good? Is it not good? Oh, blah, blah, blah. And then you'll be troubled in your heart. And then you forget that the real teaching is what you have to follow. Not the master habit, not the master way of handle situations and people. Because we all have our pride, our ego, and our like and dislike and habits. And we use that to measure up with the masters. And then we'll be, in conflict sometimes. We have to be above all this dual kind of comparison in order to follow a master physically. This is very difficult. Since ancient times, many mostly master have only 1 or 2 disciples follow him or her. For example, the Buddha has only 1. Huh? Krishna looked like he has 70,000 wives, but he has only 1 who follows him all the time. The other wives just come now and again, like you. For example, Buddha has Ananda, only 1. Jesus has about 12, but 1 of them betrayed him, and the other denied him, and the other doubt him, etc., etc. It's not easy that we follow and stick to the master physical all the time. And even Krishna, he has 1 devoted, beloved consort and devotee and disciple and the foremost of all. She still sometimes give him trouble because of her mind. Doubt the master and wants the master attention for her alone, and jealousy or pride and arrogance because she's most beloved, etc., etc. You read all the stories and you know what I mean. And she is very, very advanced soul already, almost equal to the master. It's nice to see each other now and again, huh? But do not think that you really have to see me in order to progress. Some people are destined to be with the master, some people are destined to stay home where they are, take care of their other Buddhas like the sons and Buddha, daughter Buddha, husband Buddha, wife Buddha, grandmother Buddha, etc., etc. Huh? I emphasize again that I am not the master. The master is the invisible power within all of us, and which is belong to the universal power, and we all have the right to claim it, to claim the whole of it or part of it. Depends on how much we want. Depends on how sincere we are in order to reclaim this glory for us. If you are sincerely really want the whole, then you get the whole, and then you become so-called master. If you just say, okay, enough, 1% enough for me, 10% enough for me, then that's all you get. But we cannot sit there and say, oh, I'm really sincere, I really 100%. You know, this is not the way we think like that. The sincerity doesn't come from the mind, doesn't come from the way we talk, or doesn't come from the way we think. It has to be there or not there. We don't even know if we're sincere or not, I tell you honestly. It has to be like the sun, the flower, the sea. The sun doesn't sit there and say, I'm the sun, I'm the sun, I'm definitely the sun. It just is. Perhaps we are destined to be something. Perhaps we have chosen to be something the way we are right now. So it's okay, it doesn't matter what you are, stay where you are. I just continue to recognize your real powerful self inside, as much as you are capable to. And forgive yourself if you cannot sometimes. Because I also tell you the truth that meditation doesn't bring you nearer to God. Not more than you are eating or breathing or walking or sleeping. Meditation is just a way to keep you awake and aware in case God really appear at that time or not appear. Huh? That's why I tell you to sit there and relax. Huh? Don't try too hard.
Jangan berusaha terlalu keras.
God comes anyhow or doesn't come anyhow. Because God's already there. What for does He come? What for does He not come or go? It's just that in a moment of deep concentration and inner awareness, we realize, aha, you are there.
Hanya karena konsentrasi yang sangat mendalam sehingga Anda menyadari bahwa oh Tuhan, kamu ada di situ.
Doesn't mean you meditate and then you come nearer to God or God comes to you. No. God comes to everybody. Meditate or not meditate, the flower and the trees, everything.
Bukan berarti Anda bermeditasi Tuhan akan datang kepada Anda. Tuhan berada di mana-mana, di bunga ini, di mana-mana. Walaupun Anda tidak bermeditasi, Tuhan pun ada di situ.
Okay, meditation is for you to sit there and wait in case, you know.
Jadi meditasi itu sifatnya buat Anda menunggu. Kalau seandainya Tuhan menghampiri atau ada dan Anda menyadari itulah Tuhan.
The shops open.
Toko itu
buka. And the customer come when he wants to come. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But you have to open your shop.
Yeah.
Sometimes he comes, sometimes doesn't come. Like our brother, he opened his shop and expanded, but then it cannot guarantee that the customer will come. Sometimes come a lot, sometimes don't come, sometimes come once, sometimes come two, sometimes come late, sometimes come early. Sometimes open all day, nothing. Anyhow, if we are aware, in case, you know, many of us do not realize God is there, and we long to see what God looks like, whether there really a God or not. Then we have to sit and wait. Otherwise, if we're too busy, like eating, drinking, talking, then in case God is right near and up here, but we don't pay attention, and then we don't know. So that's why we meditate. Doesn't mean that we meditate, then God will love us more and come. It's not true. God loves everyone, meditate or not meditate, meat eating, vegetarian diet, anything God loves. God has no discrimination between good and bad, the ugly and the criminals and the virtuous. God doesn't care what you eat.
Tuhan tidak peduli Anda makan apa.
God doesn't care what you do, really.
Juga tidak peduli dengan apa yang Anda lakukan.
It's just that those things help us to be more stable. The vegetarian diet is less cloudy to our consciousness. The alcohol-less diet, the cigarette and drug-less diet is less cloudy to our consciousness. We are already cloudy enough. So when we clear all the cloud by a very healthy, clean and pure living, then it is easier to see when God comes. It's not because God cares. Huh? God doesn't care what you eat, what you do, what you think. No. So in case that you think we can blackmail God by eating vegetarian, keeping the 5 precepts, quit the cigarette, don't have drugs or any other kind of poisonous pleasure, etc., then God will be very moved and touched and blackmailed and then come nearer. It's not true, huh? So just vegetarian diet or this healthy way of life, not only good for us physically, but mentally, is also good, because these are just like curtain. If you want to see your loved one behind the curtain, you have to render the curtain aside or take away in order to see better. Not because you take the curtain away or you don't have the curtain, or you have the curtain and your loved one will love you better. It's not like that. So there's nothing to be proud of, that we are good, we are virtuous, we are vegetarian and etc., etc., nothing. It's only good for us and good for no one else. And no big deal. You know already the story of the cows and the rabbits and, they're all vegetarian.
Ya, Anda pernah tahu bahwa kelinci dan sapi itu adalah vegetarian.
They keep better precepts than we do.
Mereka lebih baik mengikuti presep daripada kita.
They don't watch pornography, they don't smoke cigarette, they don't drink alcohol, they don't have adultery, things like that. It's purely holy. Some people outside sometimes they also eat a different kind of vegetarian, like they eat the vegetarian beef, like because the cow eat vegetarian, and so they eat the beef, so it's also vegetarian. Second-hand vegetarian. Actually, with the first-hand vegetarian and those eat meat are second-hand vegetarian. Some of them say so. My ex-husband, he used to say he's vegetarian when he come out and skip out and eat some beef or something like that. And then I asked him, hey, you went out eat meat today, right? He said, no, vegetarian. I said, you smell like beef. And he said, yes, the beef are vegetarian because the cows only eat grass. That's the kind of vegetarian some people eat, Still God loves them. Everything we do is good for us only. It's not that we are better than anyone else.
Apa yang kita lakukan itu adalah demi kebaikan kita, bukan kita lebih baik dari mereka.
For example, if you are sick and you go to the doctor and doctor gives you some shot or operation or medicine, and you have to endure all this patiently, and then you think you're good? No. You're not good. It's not no good, no bad. This medicine, these things, the treatment are only good for you. What good are you? Similarly, vegetarian diet, precept, all that are good for us, and the medicine for us for the sickness of the mind. And if we take them, it's good for us. So we don't be too proud or brag around like we are virtuous and all that thing. This is rubbish. All right, I am not going on and talk so long about the general things. I give you time to ask me questions if you want.
Boleh bertanya jawab. Sekarang sudah waktunya untuk menanya pertanyaan.
It's okay. Sit down or stand up is all right. They only want to hear your voice. Question?
Ada pertanyaan?
Master,
Ya.
how does one know that one has advanced spiritually?
Advanced spiritually?
Yeah, how does one know that?
If you don't know, it's better for your ego also.
Bagaimana seorang tahu bahwa seorang itu sudah meningkat dengan spiritualnya? Master menjawab, lebih baik tidak tahu. Supaya kita tidak mempunyai ego.
If someone wants to speak, you please bring the small microphone to them. Okay.
One more question, Master.
Yeah, please. Any question you want?
Does that person becomes more sensitive?
Apakah orang
Is
itu
that correct or
menjadi
not?
sensitif?
Does that person become more sensitive? Is that true or not?
Lebih peka?
You mean that is a sign of advance
Yes.
spiritually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the aspects. That's not all. We became Actually, I was just kidding with you. One became more advanced spiritually when one compares oneself with before. Huh? Also, many people will tell you that you have become different. You have become better. You're more loving, more kind, more sensitive, more wise about many things, and more calm in the face of upheavals and hardship. Huh? You might still cry, you might still laugh, but inside you accept everything and you try your best to deal with it. Not like before, just cry and then sit there doing nothing, or laugh, and then sit there doing nothing. For example, before we practice spiritually and before we were advanced, if people scold us a little, we feel hurt and we throw tantrum and all that. And now we might still feel hurt, but we don't pay attention so much. We just let it be. Huh? We do not feel as hurt as before and as deeply, humiliated like before. We might feel that, that situation humiliates me. That kind of action tried to humiliate me. But we still don't feel that humiliated. We might speak out, we might think that way, but we do not feel so strongly affected. Huh? That is the sign of advanced spiritually.
Thank you, Master.
No more questions?
No more questions.
If anyone more questions, raise your hand and quickly come. On my one, run. You don't look at me, yeah? If you give the microphone to somebody, you sit next to him. The next time you take it and give to someone else. So don't run back and forth like this. Okay, question?
Master,
Yes.
you just explained that the use of meditation is to keep us awakened whether God comes closer to us or not.
Mm-hmm.
But what will happen if God comes closer to us? Will we die?
What comes to you and then you die?
Yeah.
Good luck. I'm afraid you cannot die.
Ada pertanyaan bahwa Master tadi mengatakan bahwa bila kita melakukan meditasi kita bisa mencakupi kesadaran. Di dalam keadaan kesadaran itu, waktu kita sadar, kalau Tuhan datang kepada kita, apakah kita akan mati?
You die when you come back to life.
Mati tapi kita akan hidup kembali lagi.
Samadhi is another form of dying.
Samadhi
Death for
adalah
life, huh? When we're deep inside in the samadhi, we also are dead. Dead to this physical world, dead to the emotional world, dead to the mental world, dead to the karmic Brahma world, dead to everything. We enter the higher level of consciousness, and we're not aware of the existence of the physical universe. Huh? That is a form of dying too. Are you afraid to die? No, huh?
Tidak kan?
Okay.
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome. Yes?
Thank you, Master. I just initiated for 2 months, Master. But I already feel that everything is fun. I mean that in facing the trouble and then facing my family, everything.
Yes.
And then the one thing I want to ask about Master guidance is about we also read from the news, Master news, and then from the other brother and sister experience, we got to know that they've already reached another higher consciousness of maybe Buddha land or everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also are yearning about it, that experience.
Mm-hmm.
So can you please
Speed up, right? Speed up for you, right? What everybody else earns, the amount of their money is not yours. Huh? You earn according to your work. Don't ask me to take somebody else's salary and position to give it to you. Everyone is earning. President of Indonesia is only one, for example, huh?
Presiden Indonesia hanya satu misalkan.
Yeah, what privilege, honor he has, he earns it, huh? And he has to work very hard too for it, huh? So if you want to have this privilege, this honor, you can apply for, you can strive for it, but it's a pretty hard work. I don't know if you can bear it. So maybe better be a prime minister only, huh?
Lebih baik menjadi perdana menteri sudah cukup. What do you think?
Yeah, less, less privilege, less honor, less power, but less work. Huh? You
Yeah.
know that? Okay. Whatever we get is what we get. Huh? Start with it, continue with it, and reach further later. To be eager to progress is good, but to have strong desire for the quick result, and this can be an obstacle. Sister, you stand behind her or you sit here and all the people can see. Okay, you satisfied?
Yes,
One more
yes,
question?
but
Okay.
yes, one more question.
Yeah.
This is the problem. So I just have an interview because interview of application of work. And that I think during the interview I had face to face to the boss. And then just I have to see into his eyes and everything. But after I am going home, I get dizzy.
Why do you stare at people so much until you get dizzy? You just look at him and you don't have to stare at him like this. Just look, casually recite the 5 names and give him the peaceful feeling of your inside. There's no need to try to impress him, That's what makes you dizzy. It's not the look into his eyes, it's your pressure. The pressure you give to yourself, trying to impress the boss that you're a good guy. You are anyhow. It's just a boss, it's just a job. Oh, you work so hard, that's why you're dizzy. Next time, take it easy. Huh? Yeah. Sometimes we have a wrong notion that if we, kind of stare at people like this, people will feel good, yeah? Or people will feel impressed, or they will think we are an honest man. It's not true. It's not casual. Everything you exert too much effort is not natural. And that put people off and make people uneasy too. Huh? Just look, but casually.
Lihat, tapi santai saja.
Like you're looking at me, how you don't get dizzy when you're looking at me?
Seperti sekarang Anda sedang melihat kepada Master, kok tidak berasa pusing?
The only 2 times we should look into the eyes of the opponent non-stop is that when we look to the eyes of the Master or when we look into the eyes of our lover. Some other time we just forget it, just casual.
But Master, it's okay after doing the meditation. It's all gone.
Yeah, because you relax, that's it. You can look into the eyes of the people and think in pure thoughts and recite the 5 names and you get no effect actually. Just why the Master advised us not to look into the people's eyes too long because we don't concentrate that good, that well. And we look for 2 seconds and we forget to recite the 5 names and then we lost inside the eyes of the people and then we sink. Yeah, that's why better to avoid it. But if you can, people are all God anyhow. Look when you can. If you think you're strong enough, remember, concentrate inward, then you can look into thousands of people's eyes, you have no problem. Huh? Just talk into the microphone.
Master, I have no question, but please blessing my life and business. Thank you very much.
Tidak ada pertanyaan, hanya minta doa restu dari Master. Yang lain.
Oh, you have some question there? Yeah, read it. Read it meanwhile. You read it. And translate so everyone can hear. Or is that a secret or something?
Question is, can it be that a really good person that has got initiation in his or her next life be an animal?
If a good person, whether initiated or not, he will not be an animal anyhow. Because only like energy attract like energy. If you have above animal energy, how can you attract yourself into the lower level of animal energy? Understand? So don't worry. If you are a good person, you stand a good chance that you'll be reborn a human being again. And if you're already a good person and initiated, and then you will be reborn in Buddha's land, in heaven. So don't worry about that. Huh? Make sure you are really good.
The second question, are you promising us that if we get initiation, we will have spiritual experiences?
Yes.
Ya. Apakah Anda menjanjikan kita kalau kita mendapatkan inisiasi, kita akan mendapatkan pengalaman batin? Jawabnya ya.
You ask the old initiates, they tell you yes. Yes or no?
Yes. Anda bisa tanya kepada para saudara-saudari lain yang sudah diinisiasi.
Not only spiritual experiences, everything in your life become better. The people who sit here are the good.
Yang sedang duduk di sini sudah berinisiasi, sudah mengikuti master cukup lama. Ini adalah bukti yang nyata.
So many things. I can write 1,000 books about the benefit of meditation, of the initiation. But you have to be sincere and work also.
Tapi kita harus dengan setulus hati kita sendiri juga.
I can only offer you a job, an employment, but you must work in order to earn it. Huh?
Master hanya bisa memberikan satu pekerjaan kepada kita, tapi kita harus berusaha sendiri secara masing-masing.
Okay, so it's up to you.
Terserah pada kita sendiri.
Next.
Here I have a question, but the handwriting is not so well written. I try my best to read the questions. Question is, I'm still finish my study and I do my thesis. It needs about 1 year and it must do the experiment outside the town. And see in those, it will happen in 2 months later. I cook my breakfast for my lunch and for my dinner. I eat what my friends cook. I eat what my friends cook, and they never initiated. It is out of my expense. Explain how to do the best.
So a non-initiate question.
Yes, non-initiates cook the food for him.
The non-initiate cook the food for him. Is he
Yeah.
vegetarian or not?
Apakah dia vegetarian atau tidak?
Who asked the question?
Siapa yang menanyakan pertanyaan ini? Oh, ya. Yeah.
Whoever cooks is okay.
Siapapun yang memasak tidak menjadi
Yeah, why don't we
masalah.
just speak in Indonesian and then they translate in English for me? Huh? Give him the microphone. You have a problem with food, right? Because you don't have time to cook, right?
Yes.
As long as he cooks vegetarian for you, it is better for you. Huh? Otherwise, please try to cook for yourself. Not cook yourself. Try to cook for yourself. I'll buy something outside.
It's okay.
Okay, doesn't matter who cooks for you. It's better to, if you can, just tell him to recite the Buddha, whatever his religion, religious belief. If he can, teach him a kind of convenient method, things like that. And then it's better for the food. But if it's not, you recite the 5 names long time, ask the Master Power to bless the food, and you eat, Make sure you're vegetarian, that's all, okay?
Thank you.
That's it? Anything else?
Only bless.
Okay. You get it all the time. What are you studying?
Oceanology.
Huh?
Oceanology.
What is that?
Oceanology department.
And 1 more year you finished?
Later.
Later?
Maybe.
2 years? Huh? Many years? Never mind.
6 months.
Take your time. 6 months
6
only?
months.
Oh, that's good. No problem. Don't worry. Study as much as you have to, meditate as much as you can, and just eat the food from your friend. It's all right. I eat in restaurant, I eat in hotel, I eat anywhere, I eat in airplane. I can't always have a cook also. I cannot always cook for myself. Okay, next one.
Setelah kita mendapat inisiasi dan pada waktu meditasi, dalam waktu lama tetap tidak dapat melihat sinar dan mendengarkan suara.
After he has done meditation for quite some times, but he cannot see the light and hear the sound.
Dan tidak dapat masuk di dalam inner plane. Apakah pada saat kita mati, nanti Master tetap menolong kita dalam membimbing perjalanan roh di dalam inner plane?
He even doesn't enter to the inner plane. So he is asking, after that, after his death, would Master still help him to reach the Godhood?
I think about it.
Master akan berpikir untuk hal itu.
What for? I take a deaf and dumb person to heaven.
Untuk apa? Untuk
A
apa?
blind and dumb person.
Untuk apa Master ambil utang orang bawa ke atas?
Who is that?
Siapa yang mengadakan?
You don't see nothing?
Tidak melihat apa-apa?
What's in front when you meditate? What do you see? Kind of black cloud, like cloudy black color, moving darkness, or some hazy, or like an empty room? What was it?
Apa yang dilihatnya waktu sedang bermeditasi? Satu gambaran yang hitam, atau satu kamar yang gelap, atau sesuatu? Apa yang dilihatnya?
Moving darkness or not? Moving darkness or still darkness?
Gelap yang berombak atau menetap?
Moving darkness, then this is already something.
Berombak. Melihat hitam tapi berombak. Jadi itu adalah sesuatu tanda.
Don't worry, you continue.
Yes.
And then we will see.
Oh yes. Because I will talk to you about 15 years ago. Some of the disciples of Master showed me the light. Very those minds subtitles, that is the light of Master, and therefore after I get initiation from Master, I did not yet see the bright light as I see 15 years ago. Therefore, I only try to meditate and study about different kind of spiritual book, study about technique of meditation by the method of Master. But
You study different kind of methods?
yes, I study a book of the Theosophy book and Master book. Yeah.
I don't understand. You study with different kind of philosophy and different kind of techniques?
Yes, about the esoteric teaching of the Master. Yes.
Which Master? You don't get Master Ching Hai? No?
Yes, Master Ching Hai, I have already studied the book of Master Ching Hai, or the book of Master Kelpa, and the book of Anipisal and Repeater, and therefore.
You know the problem with you study too much. Don't stop studying and concentrate inside. You don't have much time now. You read books. Don't read books too much. Can read a little bit. Concentrate on one path because you have to be hurry now. Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
I wish Master will help me, give me guide to exercise a real meditation so that I can enter in a team to study of myself.
I will. If you stop reading too many paths and many philosophies, you don't have time. Reading theories is good, but practice is better.
Membaca itu baik, tetapi praktek lebih baik.
Any teaching of any masters, a real master has benefit, has the blessing power, but only 30%. So the real blessing from inside, from the connection inside with the real master. Huh? So you have to try that. The more we read different theory and philosophy, the more confused we become, and the more we are entangled in this intellectual plane and argumentative kind of existence, and we will not reach above that. Every master emphasizes one-pointed devotion, not because the master is dictative or controlling you, but the mind is already full of garbage and run in all directions already, and you continue feeding with different kind of informations which you do not understand by self-realization. Then how can you reach above the mind level and go into deeper and more glorious inner plane of existence? Huh? If reading philosophies and teaching of the master can bring you to the inner plane, all the Buddhists gone to nirvana, all the Catholics gone to heaven, already. No need any master to come again and again. We have tons of books in different philosophy and religion. It will help you. If reading books is enough for you, I don't have to come here and answer your question or give you initiation. Just read my books. Even my books. Even my books are not to be relied on alone. You have to meditate. I always tell you meditate. Huh? I didn't tell you read my books and that's it. I'm talking fairly, not because I forbid you to read any other master philosophy. It's good if you want to broaden your knowledge, but meditation is your main course of life. Nothing else can help you. And the older you become, the quicker, the more you must meditate. We don't have much time.
Kita tidak mempunyai banyak waktu.
You and I.
Kita semuanya.
Both very old now.
Dua belah pihak sudah menua.
Next one, please.
We still have many questions in here.
Okay, I have all the time for you.
Okay. Master, all spiritual books about meditation say that the love of Guru is a copy of God's love. Master, I want this eternal love from you, that the Divine Mother, you are with me always, blessing and protect me. Then this love will be my ticket to heaven. This is just a pride.
Praise. Oh, why one copy? Why not one the original, huh?
Kenapa kau minta kopi, kau tidak minta yang asli?
Original love from yourself, inside. The master is inside you. I'm just a guy, a finger. Point to you where to look for, huh? Just teaching you the way to reach your inner self, your real master, okay? Now later, I'm not your master at all, okay?
Jelas?
Next one.
There is a question. Dear Master, I would like to ask you a question because I am not yet initiated. I have trouble and then I pray in front of the master photo. And soon you are coming in the shape of a master and appear in front of me.
In a shape, not in a shape.
Shape.
A shape of a master.
Shape. Sorry. I ever twice dream about you. My uncle is your disciple. I only want to know if the dream is really real master or not.
How? You dream and you ask me. If it makes you feel good after, you relax and happy, that's real. If you are sincerely in your heart, if you're sincere in your heart and your prayer is deep and truthful, then it's real. It depends on you. Next time if the master comes, ask her, are you real?
Jadi kalau kebetulan master muncul, tanyalah kepada master, apa master Anda benar-benar master?
Very useful question, huh?
Ini pertanyaan yang sangat aneh. The next questions. Are you a master for the rich and for the noble people only?
I don't know. Is that true? You answer.
Saya tidak tahu. Anda sendiri yang lebih baik menjawabnya.
Am I?
The second question.
Yes or no? What do you mean by for the rich and the noble?
Untuk orang kaya atau untuk orang for the you mean is
Materially? Or?
yeah, materially is for the rich only and for the people who have rank.
Who have what?
Rank.
Oh, really? Oh, you here have ranks and rich?
Apa Anda semua di sini punya kedudukan dan kaya?
I don't really know because I never asked how much you earn and what kind of position you have. What kind of question is that? Okay, check it out yourself, huh? Check it out yourself. Of course, I'm only for the rich and the noble. What do you think? Only the rich in spirit, only the noble in the soul can come to me. That is true.
Hanya yang kaya di dalam spirit. Dan
If you want to follow me next to me.
Here is the questions. Master, I often get a headache and tell everyone, other people, who have bad attitudes to me. I'm very sensitive and my headache always I'm mad. Whenever I see someone who is not decent, I cannot control myself and my headache.
Oh, I see. If he sees some bad people or negative people, he get headache, right?
Yeah.
Why you forget the 5 names? Is he initiated?
Siapa yang bertanya? Apakah sudah diinisiasi?
Not initiated.
Yes,
Yes?
too much.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't forget your 5 names, huh?
Jangan lupa 5 kata.
Whenever you are, wherever you are, remember the 5 holy
Kalau
names.
Anda waktu sadar,
It will protect you better, huh?
maka 5 kata itu akan melindungi Anda.
Okay? Don't look at the people too intensively. Don't pay attention too much about what they're doing and what they're saying, unless it's really important and concerning you. Okay? You pay too much attention to the outer appearance and activities of other people. That's why you get headache. Concentrate more inside. Okay, brother?
Ya, bagaimana untuk melindungi diri lebih baik masalah ini gitu?
how to protect oneself. 5 names, 5 kata, 5 nama.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you.
Another next question. After initiation, is my heart, my mind, and my soul so far it is locked, and now is it open?
Is it open? Huh? Yes or no?
Ya atau tidak?
After
Setelah
initiation, is it
inisiasi,
open?
dia merasakan bahwa dia punya hati sudah terbuka. Mungkin sebelumnya belum, tapi setelah sudah terbuka atau belum, dia menanyakan. Jadi Master menanyakan kembali, sudah atau belum?
Is it open or not? Huh?
Jawab, sudah atau belum?
Correct?
Ya, sudah.
Well, if it is not open, then it is closed.
Kalau belum buka berarti masih tutup.
Try to be aware, huh? Then you will know that it's open. Try to concentrate more inside while you meditate.
Berusaha mengonsentrasikan ke dalam terus supaya lebih bisa terbuka.
If you have to speak, just speak directly, okay? Don't waste time. I know you read and it's okay. It's not that you have to dictate what to translate. Okay, next question.
So far, this is the same person. So far that I am a close person. If after initiation, am I open or not?
I think the second and the first is same one, huh?
Yeah. And
Okay, it's up to you. If you think it's open, it's open. If you want to close it, it's closed. Try to meditate and then you see the light, and that's when you know it's open. Alright? And then if you see that you are more open, your attitude more open, more loving, more kind, more accepting, that is when you know you are open. Your soul is open, your wisdom is open.
Master, why don't we have a group meditation in all Asia at the same time and at the same place? So we have a very big blessing.
Same place? Well, if you can, do it.
Kalau mau melakukan ya boleh saja.
I cannot dictate people what to do.
Master tidak bisa mendiktasi untuk apa harus dilakukan.
Everyone meditate according to his own time and his national kind of rhythm, and holidays and all that, and their own arrangement within each other. I cannot dictate people what to do. But it's a good idea. Why don't we come all to Indonesia and meditate together and do nothing else? It's all good, Meditate together, also good. And take turn to meditate, also good. Because we take turn to bless the world, or we bless the world at one time and no blessing in 1 week, it's also good. In many countries, we also don't have a real meditation center. People have to rent a place in the school or something, and it depends on the situation and the timetable of the rental place that they meditate when and how. Okay?
Master, with your method, can it heal our sickness and change our faith?
Yes, can.
Apakah dengan melatih metode guru bisa menyembuhkan penyakit kita dan bisa merubah nasib kita?
Yes.
Jawabnya bisa.
It has been proven this way.
Dan itu sudah dibuktikan.
There are many examples.
Ada banyak contoh.
You read it in the magazine, you hear it in the retreat exercises.
Anda membaca majalah dan bisa melihat, membaca lebih banyak lagi. The next question. If we every day meditate with your method, can we ourselves step up our ability, or we need some other people to guide us?
Guide us for what?
To guide us in meditation.
No, you don't need anyone. You need yourself. We already tell you what to do and instruction, and you continue that way.
Kita sudah memberitahu apa yang harus Anda lakukan dan harus Anda melanjutkan dengan apa yang sudah diinstruksikan.
But sometimes if you forget something about instruction, or you have some kind of question, and you can ask the one who knows better, or the Kuan Yin messenger, or write to me. That's it. Oh? Okay.
The next question is, I often feel my body not fit. When I go for a checkup in Singapore in Mount Elizabeth Hospital, nothing was found. Until now, it is very disturbing, my concentration. And my concentration is not strong and easy to forget. And why is that? And how can we overcome?
Who is it?
Jadi orang ini, can I translate, Master? Jadi orang ini menanyakan bahwa dia merasa sakit dan pergi ke Singapura. Setelah di check up, ternyata tidak mempunyai penyakit apapun juga. Tetapi kurang bisa melakukan konsentrasi dan cepat lupa. Kenapa? Ditanyakan kepada Master.
Where is the person?
Yang mana yang menanyakan?
Oh, you look good to me.
Master mengatakan Anda terlihat baik untuk Master.
You look stronger and healthier than I am.
Sehat dan kuat lebih daripada Master.
What's the problem that you have to go to the hospital? What kind of sickness that you feel?
Apa yang dirasakan?
Saya rasakan tuh cepat capek dan konsentrasi itu ya cepat lupa gitu.
He feels tired, exhausted very fast, and he is forgetful. He can't concentrate too well.
Just try your best. Maybe you are new and very difficult to concentrate yet because it's a habit we have to cultivate with time. What kind of job you doing? It may be your job that makes you feel exhausted too.
Apa yang Anda bekerja? Pekerjaan apa yang Anda melakukan? Mungkin pekerjaan itu yang bikin Anda capek atau lelah.
Does it require a lot of mental exertion or something like that?
Meminta suatu pekerjaan mental yang Anda melakukan?
Justru ya saya jumpain biasanya tuh saya dapatkan lingkungan yang kurang begitu baik di dalam keluarga gitu.
He meets always wrong environment. His environment is not good. Maybe also in the family and so on.
Yes, that can make you feel very tired. If we do not have harmony in our lifestyle and daily contact with our relatives and friends, that could feel very, very exhausting. Okay, there are two solutions.
Ada dua solusi yang bisa dipilih.
The first one is try to make peace within yourself and the people, the wrong people that you meet. Use your love, patience, and tolerance to win over their friendship and cooperation. And then, with the time, things will change for the better for you. Or quit them. You choose. Okay? You choose which one of the two solutions.
Yang mana Anda mau? Anda pilih sendiri.
Is that okay?
Sudah mengerti?
Boleh kasih saya kesempatan, saya mau mengungkapkan yang sebenarnya.
Would you please give him chance? He would like to say something to you.
Sure, please, any chance.
Oke, jadi begini ya, saya tuh keadaannya tuh ya benar-benar di dalam bisnis pun ya, saya itu dirampas oleh kakak saya sendiri. Ya di keluarga pun ya, saya juga dengan keluarga saya sendiri juga ya, itu kurang pengertian terhadap saya. Ya dan begitu juga ya posisi di keluarga saya pun ya, itu keadaannya tuh ya memang kelihatannya kurang begitu bersahabat gitu.
Sebentar saya terjemahkan. He says that in business also his older brother has snatched away the position, his business, and also his surrounding in the family. He doesn't get love or respect or attention from his people.
Yes.
That is bothering him.
Yes, I understand. I already sensed this way. I already knew. That's why I have told you, try to win over with love and harmony. If not, just ignore it. It's very difficult to ignore the person that are close to you. But that's the way the Maya used to try to put us down, to make us feel bad and feel exhausted. We have to be clever and ignore it. But normally love and patience and tolerance will win friendship in the long term. Yeah, it doesn't matter what people do to us if we cannot handle it with, with fairness, then we have to use love. No forgiveness. You can try your best to win it back again, your position and whatever you lost. Do it.
Mulai melakukan.
Do it, but without hatred.
Jangan melakukan dengan rasa dendam atau benci di dalam hati, tetapi dengan cinta kasih.
Justru saya tidak dendam dan tidak sakit hati dengan mereka. Justru saya tuh tidak bisa menanggulangi ya yang proses sekarang ini yang sangat menderitakan saya. Dan juga sampai sekarang tuh terkatung-katung masa saya itu bisnis saya maupun bisnis saya ini gitu.
Actually, he doesn't have hatred in his heart, but the situation is such that has brought him into the situation of bad. So he can't do any business. He cannot do nothing. He's nowhere. He's just lost. The situation is very bad.
Then do something else. Do something else.
Lakukan sesuatu apa yang
begin a new direction. Maybe that business is not good for you. If you try to win over, you cannot. That means okay, God wants you to change. Maybe something better waiting for you in the future. Don't worry. Just be loving, kind, and believe in God and meditate. Sometimes we think that we lost something and it's no good for us, and we try to grieve and cry over it. But next time, God gives something even better. Just believe, have faith, and be patient. Many people took away a lot of things from me and destroyed my headquarters and many things. I never feel bad. I might feel, oh, this is a pity, like it's a nice thing, then should not be destroyed, or it should be kept for other kind of purpose even. But if it's destroyed, it's destroyed. There's nothing really so important in this life. We might have something better in the future, huh? Just wait. Just wait. I promise you, if you're really good in your heart, sincere and without hatred, whatever you lost, you will gain 10 times more. I promise from my knowledge and my own experience.
Justru saya sekarang mau tanya, ya sekarang saya punya batin ya, itu lemah ya sekarang ya, konsentrasi saya juga lemah ya, supaya bagaimana saya bisa kuat kembali seperti dulu yang saya dapatkan ya, sukses selama 15 tahun bisnis saya. Dengan sekejap saya dirampas oleh kakak saya begitu saja, ya bagaimana untuk mengembalikan kekuatan saya punya batin begitu.
He has lost his spirit because his brother has snatched away everything.
Yeah.
And he is feeling very, very weak for himself. So he wants Master to please guide him or help him so that he gets back what has been snatched up. Maybe his spirit, his energy, so that he can do something better.
You will.
Akan diberikan oleh Master.
You will. Very soon.
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you.
You will very soon. Just be patient and nurse yourself very well. God never forsake the good and the sincere. Have faith in God. Huh?
Mempunyai kepercayaan dengan Tuhan.
Takes
Itu
time.
ya.
Take time. Everything takes time. Okay,
Semuanya akan memakan waktu.
It will come.
Nanti akan datang.
Okay?
Okay. Next question. In one of your magazine, you said, if one has been initiated, he or she will get a final liberation and not come back to the world again.
That's right.
Is Master guarantee this and promise in this case?
Guarantee, promised. You cannot just enroll in the college and then say, Professor, will you guarantee me a doctorate degree after 7 years when you stay home and sleep all this?